So this is a high level skill. If you're new to the game, save this video for later. If you're comfortably moving to the ground for balls outside of your defensive bubble, that is great. If you're struggling to find a way to the ground without crushing your hips or knees, take a look at our emergency moves video. If you're making quality moves and getting solid touches, but not getting the ball up to another player, you're in the right place. These couple moves we're going to share are for a high level, as consistency with the moves needs to be established before you move on to these. With a normal pancake, our problem is simply that our hand is a board deflecting the ball. Having it outstretched flat can get the ball up, but if the ball is traveling at different angles to our outstretched hand, we don't have the ultimate control of its final destination. If we're moving towards the net or out of bounds, the ball will most likely continue in the direction it's going and become unretrievable after our touch. Instead, we should be using our hand as an active tool to redirect the ball in a more favorable location. To do this, we want to make the exact same pancake move with our feet and body. As your pancake arm comes through, we use several angles to affect the end product. 1, we can hook our arm around to make it go left. 2, we can push our arm in and flare our hand out to make it go right. 3, we can wait and pop at the ball to make it backspin and stay up over our hand. As we hook our arm around to make it go left, we want to make sure to contact the ball right over our thumb. The pad next to my thumb combined with the right to left energy will move the ball to the left. If we get the ball outside near the fingers, we won't have the same effect. When we drive our arm in and flare our hand out, we can make the ball go to the right. Notice that the downward angle of my hand plus the left to right energy from my arm will make the ball go right. Get the ball in the knuckles and fingers for this ball. Getting it too high on the hand or near the thumb will make the ball go up instead of out. When we delay our hand and pop at the ball, we can make the ball backspin or even go behind us. Being a little late to the ball with our hand requires our body to be a little earlier than the other two balls. This body position will give us the ability to play the ball without a completely outstretched hand. This idea of cutting the bottom portion of the ball will make it spin up or even back depending on the trajectory of the ball traveling to our hand. If you're moving to sprawl or dolphin dive to the ball, we want to have the goal of getting it to someone. Too often we see players make moves that immediately won't produce a playable ball. They dive too far out of bounds or at an angle where the ball can't move to a location where it's playable. If we're sprawling for the ball, don't just get it up. Play it into the net for someone to play it out. Play it lower at a more extreme angle so your teammate can react. Or play it really high so people following you will have time to play it. So remember, make sure we are doing the basic emergency moves with consistency before we experiment with this more advanced skill. Once you've mastered them, start being creative. Get the ball to someone and not just up in the air. And use different parts of your hands and arms to create angles.